This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Outline. The introduction describes the aspects of the course, organizational structure, and design. In the next section, the goals, missions, and values applicable to Target Incorporated are discussed. The next section discusses the organizational chart. The next section discusses the organizational structure of the company, including design, a span of control, and functionality. Finally, a conclusion of all sections is done. Introduction about the course. According to Burton, Obel, and DeSanctis, organizational structure and design is a course designed to provide guidelines in the intricate and intrinsic aspects of organizations in the modern-day setting. Organizations are dynamic, necessitating the identification of structures and forms that enhance performance. The course is comprised of the aspects of organizational structure such as the design and charts. Under this section, learners get an idea of the existing structures and their effect on performance. Organizational structure influences the aspects of labor, control, hierarchy, and centralization of roles. As a result, it is possible to understand the roles of all individuals, even in virtual organizations. According to Drucker and Hoffman, organizational structure and design provide learners with competencies in the management of intricate organizations in the modern world. Through the use of a practical approach based on theories, this course prepares students for their careers in all fields and industries. The range of competencies in the management of an entity makes it possible for learners to understand the interplay between strategy and objectives. Goals, mission statement, and values. Missions. Target's mission statement is to make the company the favored shopping destination in all categories by offering exceptional value, ongoing ingenuity, and outstanding customer care as indicated by Dowling. The brand promise is hinged on exceeding expectations in both quality and affordability, worded as expect more. Pay less. Values. Target Corporation has a mission that is closely bound to its values, which include corporate responsibility, targeting the community, commitment to diversity, and protection of the environment. In the achievement of these goals, the organization operates on an intricate philosophy that applies to all in the management. All managers are responsible for the definition of goals, the establishment of strategies, the development of plans and organizational goals, as well as control of outcomes. Organizational design. Jean and Stanley concurred with Brenner, Putt, and Lefeld that organizational design entails the process of selection and management of structures and cultures to ensure that organizations attain all goals and objectives. The design process is a multi-pronged approach to the integration of all aspects of the company to ensure goals are achieved. At Target Incorporated, the management has ensured a narrow span of control, structured in a functional design to ensure that stores in all geographic locations are represented. Similar efforts have been duplicated at the store level. Organizational chart. The company's organizational structure is designed into corporate and stores level. The corporate level is comprised of top management including the CEO, who also doubles as the director, CFO, who also acts as the CAO and EVP, relationships chairman, president of Target Sourcing Service, president of Target.com, president of Target Financial Services, president of Community Relations and president of Target Foundation, senior VP of Merchandising, executive VP Corporate Secretary and General Counsel and senior VP of Target Sourcing Services of Regions 2 and 3. Management at the store level is comprised of various store team leaders who control operations at the various stores. Organizational structure. The top management is involved in strategy development. As indicated, the top management oversees expansion, labor sourcing, development of standards, and financial oversight, as well as the acquisition of merchandise. store-level management is involved in the handling of consumer needs by ensuring that the strategies and standards are implemented accordingly. Division of labor is achieved through horizontal and vertical approaches, making it possible for clear reporting structures. The company's organizational structure is both mechanistic and organic. At the store level, the structure is organic, since it is designed to change depending on the number and sizes of stores. However, at the corporate level, the structure is mechanistic, since the responsibilities of overseeing the stores are similar across all stores. The factors affecting the structure also vary depending on the level of management. At the corporate level, the structure is influenced by business strategy and organizational change. At the store level, the structure is hinged on the external environment, behavioral expectations from consumers, and the size of the store in question. Target favors a narrow span of control, mainly because this offers the company flexibility and control over all functions. This also tightens the circles of power, making it possible for decision-making and strategy formulation to take place without bottlenecks. Conclusion. Organizational structure influences the outcome of operations in an organization. How the various roles and functions interplay has an impact on the ability of the organization to achieve its goals. Right from the design to the implementation stage, organizational structures are the backbone of every organization. Target Corporation has achieved significant success in its industry. A clear indication of its organizational structure indicates a functional design based on geographical locations. In addition, the organizational structure reveals a two-tier approach with corporate and stores level structures. This ensures that the organization achieves concerted and uniform growth both at the grassroots and the top. If you want to find more works like this essay on Target Incorporated, goals, missions, and values, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects.